Michigan, you'll see him tonight, the big number 52. They've just got a host of talent. They're 4-0. They've scored a lot of points this year. They're looking tough.
That's what I'm looking at. And when I say disadvantage, we don't have a clue what the cameraman is on because of the way things are set up down here. So we're just glad we're able to bring you the ball game. I'm sure he hooked up the team and the huddle coming in. And so we're getting ready for a football game here. Washington Courthouse Blue Lions and the London Red Raiders. Yeah. Oh, okay. Like I said, the disadvantage. Keith, you want to give us I don't think we had everything plugged in. And if you want to give a quick rundown on what you just said, what you said that we didn't have any sound on, I don't think.
Well, when you're talking about Washington Courthouse, you're talking about a very good football team. They're third in the Columbus Dispatch coaches poll for Division III, fourth in Region 12, which is the same region London's in, which is London's 24th right now. They got 17 returning starters back from last year. Very talented group, a big physical bunch. Got 2 offensive tackles are being recruited by Division I schools, which big number 52, you'll see him tonight. He's already committed to Michigan. They've got all their starting offensive backfield back, and they're 4-0.
And we're getting ready for a kickoff. We do have Josh Dickens out. I believe he's out with injury.
We got a 6'6", 240-pound kicker here, so he kicks fairly deep.
London takes the ball at about the 20-yard line,
Myers,
and they cut down hard at about the 33-yard line. He was almost cut in half. It's probably a hard-hitting team. We got Tyler Buchanan, who will be starting at quarterback in Josh Dickens' place. We may get a shot at Dickens. I think he's down there in the sling somewhere. So
last week, Washington Courthouse got a flavor of playing against the spread offense when they played Fairbanks. So they did fairly well, but Fairbanks did get 29 points on them using the spread. So.
Well, one thing we got is we got a new quarterback in here, and that's going to make things a little bit different. But Tyler, he's a gamer. Yeah. Oh, that should have been caught. That ball's right in his hands. With the exception of a little bit of take his view away of the defender in front of him. But other than that, good pass. And Tyler was pressured on that play too.
The one-on-one coverage out there by Nolan Martin for Courthouse. It looked like he had Myers covered, but Tyler almost threaded it in there.
We're going to see how smooth the plays run. We got, like I say, a new quarterback. He's not new, but he's not the starter. He may be after tonight, though. I would love to see Dickens in tailback position anyway, as he runs the ball.
Oh, there's big 52. I just talked about Mark Beal from Courthouse, 6'5", 270, senior. He's going to Michigan. He's a player.
I believe that was Brock, the ball carrier that time. So we got a 3rd and 12. So London's going to have to tighten it up here.
Yeah, London's going to bring 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Myers, DeFilippo, and Gillespie. Edley to the top of your screen. So they can keep the defensive ends out of the backfield and give Tyler some time. He might be able to get one off here. Tyler rolls right. Oh, he's trying for Sean Myers on the underneath route.
He's going to say it was a scoop, isn't it?
It's like he skipped past it there.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up a punting situation for London. Looks like the flag's dead tonight. Not much wind.
From what I'm seeing so far, I think we can move the ball once we get, like I say, this is Buchanan's first start, and I'm sure he's got a little jitters at first few downs, but I think we'll be able to move the ball from what I've seen just then.
Back deep for Courthouse, Robbie Keller. That's Robbie right there.
He's got some good hands too.
Sean Myers has got good hands on him too.
And London end up with a gang tackle. And he's going to be called down about the officials went up to 35.
Well, that was good net yardage for London there. Nice punt with no return, negative return. So.
Oh, they give him a whole bunch of yardage off that.
Phew.
That looks like a bad spot to me. They're going to take over to 35 anyway.
Well, when you're on this sidelines, it's a bad spot. On the other sidelines, they think it's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like London's going to start with their newly formed defensive line. Denon, Gossard, Edley, Derek Wallace, and Kyle Thomas lined up.
And we got a whistle. It's third. Who are they looking at?
I don't think the officials were ready, but
looks like going to mark it off against London. Line up in the neutral zone, maybe. Is that called? Go before the
Yep, it can be called as soon as you're in that neutral zone. It's called in high school, which is a lot different than pros. Pros, you're allowed to jump back.
They got a 1st and 5 now on the 41-yard line.
This is
quarterback sets back. They've always had a good passing attack.
He was looking for Keller, number 9 out there. So
I wonder if he was looking for Keller or number 80, because Keller quit running.
Yeah, Nolan Martin is their other go-to guy at receiver. So.
And it looked like if Keller would have kept running, he could have run right under that from here. That's the way it looked from here. Of course, we're a mile and a half away.
Yeah. Well, this Ackley kid, he's a senior this year, 6'2", 180 pounds. Throwing the ball 500 clip this year, 21 for 42 in their first 4 ball games. So if he puts it up, it's caught.
They've always been a passing team ever since Schleister was down at Miami Trace, and then John Thomas Jr. John Thomas was quarterback here for a year when he was in school, and so there's been a passing team ever since then.
On the run that time for Courthouse, number 48, Adam Keaton. He's a junior. He's one of their players that they really look for as a workhorse in the backfield. 5'11", 205 pounds.
It's 1st and 10 on the 46-yard line.
Another player in the backfield to watch is Quigley, number 26. This is
DeFilippo in on the tackle that time.
That was Keaton there with DeFilippo and Billy Gossard in there.
So far, I don't want to speak too soon, but the boys aren't looking too bad. We got a 2nd and 8 on the 48-yard line.
Washington Courthouse opened up last week with put 25 points on in the first quarter against Fairbanks. So.
And Fairbanks is a pretty good team.
Could be a good key for London here to try to
quick look in.
Back. That's Roby and Myers on the tackle. They threw that time to number 22, Troy Brown, the sophomore.
Troy Brown just took a couple of steps out and turned and looked back in. And a little quick pass to the flat. That moves the ball down to about, where's the key change? That's first down. I was looking for the change on the other side of the field. So that was good for 8 yards. It's on London 43 now. Courthouse is slowly chopping away at it.
The 2 receivers bottom your screen, nobody at the top. Oh, that's Quigley.
He's got some wheels.
He is quick. Well, that's Steven Jackson, I'm sorry.
And he was playing games back going to the end zone.
Put one final deke on Roby out there. And he faked him in. Jackson was just playing with him, looked like.
And the way it looked here, too. Steven Jackson, 175-pound senior.
That makes his 9th touchdown on the year. He had 8 touchdowns going into this one, so pretty obvious way I can't say obvious way they set that up, but had everybody to the short side of the field and left that wide side wide open, and London didn't have any safeties back there. So.
If you got some wheels, it's kind of hard to catch them.
Mark Caudle for the extra point. Nice kick.
So we got
good.
In the first quarter with 9:29 to go, we're looking at a score of 7-0. Go ahead, Carl. Just go wide and then go over to the clock and then go wide and come back. Try not to swing it too fast. I got a headache last week.
Gary, I thought we was going to have rain and have cold tonight, but it looks like a beautiful night.
Yeah, it's calling for rain early.
They're still standing in line to get in over here.
Hey, it's not too good of a setup to get into the game. Courthouse got a fairly decent crowd. London's numbers look like they're down.
Well, big ball game right outside of Courthouse tonight. Miami Trace against Bishop Reedy, and that's going to draw a big crowd too. So.
And Reedy, Courthouse and Trace are not friends at all. Well, we're looking at Myers and Brock set up deep. Brock is your farthest one back, number 32.
Got a new player in there, 25. I think that's Vincent Hodge playing at an up back.
25, okay, yeah. Vincent Hodge. He's a sophomore. Uh-oh.
Boy. What happened there, Jordan Brock was down to a knee when he caught the ball, and that's automatically down in high school, so.
He has no football sense whatsoever. He went to his knees to catch a kickoff.
That's kind of a
first and 10.
Odd situation there. First and 10, clear down on the 15-yard line, 16 maybe. And Brock receives a kickoff on his knees.
I was talking to some Courthouse people earlier. They're real proud of this trio of linebackers they got out there. Quigley, Burbage, and Smith. So we'll hear their names a lot tonight. Ooh, he got hit hard.
There's not going to be much coming up through there.
That's big number 52, Mark Beal.
Well, from here, this angle here looked like it took a long time for that play to develop. And given that much time, if linebackers got any football sense at all, they're going to plug that hole up pretty quick.
Well, Beal lines up a defensive tackle, but I bet he's going to be hard to handle. He's got good quickness, 6'5", 270 pounds.
That's a man amongst boys out there.
So Buchanan's going to roll to his right a little bit. Ball's
knocked down.
That's Beal, number 52, on the tip there.
It might have been a good thing it was, because Edley had two defenders on him.
Well, Gary, sometimes when you see a Division I talent playing at this level, it's pretty obvious that they are men amongst boys. You know, we've seen Andre Tyree. We've seen a couple of years ago we saw a young fellow down at Hillsboro. I wasn't doing the games on TV, but can't remember his name. But boy, he
went to Michigan, didn't he?
Michigan State, yeah, and he was, you know, you could just tell that Division I caliber players. They double team Beal that time. Buchanan rolling out here. He's going to throw to Edley. It's going to be short.
Was it a catch?
He's going to give him a catch. Nice job by Brandon.
Nice job going down on the ground and catching the ball, but still brings up, what, 3rd and 11. About 4th down.
We'll bring up about 4th and 5, so we'll see Jordan Brock back in there to punt. I don't know how Brandon managed to get his hands on that ball that time. It looked like it was going down, but
pass wasn't thrown too bad. He just had to go down to get it. And see, that's one thing I used to try to stress. Good punt. It's a good hang time, but nobody there. Ooh,
nice tackle by Wes Annenberg there, number 33.
Yeah, Wes Annenberg right in on top of that one. Good hang time to give them guys a chance to get down there and make that play.
But good field position for Washington Courthouse as they'll start out on their own 52. Or is that the 48, Gary?
It's my 52, you're 48. So we're still in the first quarter with 8:03 to go. Courthouse takes over 1st and 10 on the 48-yard line.
This time they split 26 Quigley out to the near side. He's one of their better athletes on the team. That's their workhorse there. That's 48 Keaton, the junior. He's going to get the ball like that a lot tonight.
Yeah. How big is Keaton?
5'11", 205. I don't think he possesses any great speed or great size. He's just a hard-nosed football player from.
That was Wallace on Derek Wallace in on that tackle that time.
It's going to be real close to a first down for the Courthouse Lions.
2nd and 2. I can't see the clock from here.
It looks like about 2nd and 1 from spot on the field. There goes Quigley in motion. Oh, little mix-up in the backfield. Jackson had nowhere to go.
Home for a loss.
You got him.
About a 5-yard loss.
Looks like Billy Gossard.
The quarterback and Jackson collided in the backfield. A little mix-up there, and Lennon was right on top of it. And I think that's the best way to get Jackson before he gets the ball.
Look like a good plan to me, Gary.
Because I'm sure you're going to look to him coming wide a lot with his speed. He's spreading out to the wide, to the far side this time.
Yeah. It's number 9, Keller. I think he's one of their speed men. I still say watch Quigley, 26. nowhere to go. Get him, Nick.
And he's still on
Get him,
the loop.
Brandon.
He's going to be throwing, and he throws a ball.
Oh, my goodness. Boy, Kyle Ackley.
That was a lucky play there.
Kyle Ackley just ran and ran and ran, and I don't know how he managed to find green space out there to throw an incompletion.
He had a receiver near the area, but not that close. But there was also 3 or 4 white shirts out there, and I don't think they expected it.
Uh-oh, we got a flag down on the field, and it's going to be against London. We're called defensive holding on the defensive back there. I think they were holding Quigley out here. Well, it's not going to make the coaches happy. I didn't see that flag go down first.
I guess it was holding, but
that's going to bring up an automatic first down. Should be 5 yards from the spot of the foul, so I don't see him mark off a penalty yet. But
they're getting the first down anyway.
Yep.
1st and 10 on the 32.
Well, this time they send 22 Troy Brown to the bottom of your screen. Here comes a workhorse.
Quick hitter right up the middle.
That's Keaton again.
Got a 3-yard pickup that time, and Farrell was in on that tackle that time. This is a really young ball club, and I think they're doing real good for no more experience than they've got. I think they're doing good.
Let's take that time to Quigley.
And that was on the ground.
Keller. We're going to call it a catch.
That's no way that was a catch.
Oh, and the other official saying no. And he had a bird's eye view of it, so that was good. The official who called it a catch was standing behind him, and there's no way he could have seen whether it was a catch. And the other official was white facing the ball when the ball hit the ground and the receiver come up with it.
Probably from our camera angle, it probably did look like a catch.
It didn't to me.
But for me, it looked like he dropped it.
It looked like it hit the ground.
Yeah. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
On the 29-yard line, it's 5:58 to go in the first quarter. London trailing by 7.
Jackson's lined up at the I-back this time. He's a speedster.
There's some movement in the line, too.
Ackley back to pass. He's got a man open.
Threaded.
Intercepted.
Picked off. Good job.
Aaron Roby, number 3.
Number 3, Roby. That's that quickness. I've been told he's the fastest man on our team. And that quickness showed up there. How big is Aaron? I don't have it on my stat sheet.
He had good closing speed right there. He had real good closing speed. Got Aaron listed at 5'10", 152 senior.
Ball's on the 8-yard line. I don't like that, but I'm glad we got the ball.
Well,
stop the touchdown.
It's always better to have the ball than not have the ball.
Right. Now we got to pull something funky off here.
Buchanan's going to have to watch because if he rolls back too far, we're just going to go with the straight power I here. Looks like London had some receivers jump. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, boy, Myers did a nice job coming back to the ball there to keep that from being
intercepted. And Buchanan's going to throw it. Maybe he thinks he's that good. He can thread the needle between two people like that.
Well,
that's dangerous.
It's tough when you don't have much varsity experience to. They got him into a too deep coverage there.
And when you play mainly on Saturday morning, you can do that stuff.
This time we got one-on-one coverage.
He may end up being that good. Who knows? We'll find out. Give him a chance.
2nd and 10 for the Raiders. This time looks like Jordan Brock up the middle, and that's probably about a yard, and looks like got a flag down.
Got a flag, and who are they looking at?
Well, London had trouble getting off the ball last time.
It looked like that there was movement before the ball was snapped. That was kind of late whistle for that.
Now they're going to call you illegal shift on London, which I didn't see anybody move. So
I saw somebody raise up, but before the ball was snapped, but I didn't see anybody move. So we're going to have probably half the distance to the goal line.
That's going to be loss of down too. You'd think that one would be blown dead before the play started.
Makes it 3rd and 10, and I think we're still on the 8-yard line. So they didn't take anything with us. Maybe they declined it.
Well, they set it half the distance from the end of the play, so
Okay.
they got them up to about the 12, or up to about 12, and then or up to about 14. They set it back to 7. London's got a little bit of room here. Buchanan's going to go shotgun.
Well, they're coming after him.
Oh yeah, watch Beal 52.
Oh, he got some room.
Oh, he tries to pitch it out of bounds, or tries to pitch it to
Well, the
Jordan
pitch, Brock didn't keep running.
You know, Gary,
I'm not saying the pitch was good or bad. I'm saying that Brock did not keep running to make the catch the ball. You know,
I thought there used to be a rule that if you pitch it out of bounds on purpose, it was a penalty. So.
That wasn't on purpose. He was pitching to Brock.
He was trying to pitch it to Brock, I guess. Watch Quigley rushing in from the left-hand side here. He's one of their quicker players.
Filippo stopped him.
Brock gets a nice
good hang time.
Keller grabs it. Gillespie grabs him.
So he's getting good hang time and stuff, but some of the other stuff in there, that last play, it's been 2 plays that bothered me. And when he went down on his knee to catch the ball in the kickoff and then not following up with that play there, he automatically got to keep running. That's just automatic.
Well, Aaron Roby helped London dodge a bullet there, but Courthouse is knocking on the door again. They got good field position on the London 40-yard
line, 1st and 10. We're wearing this quarter out. It's 5:03, and it's still 7-0 Courthouse.
I'll tell you, watch. Oh,
that'll work.
Big right tackle Tyler Spears.
Big boy.
6'6", 330. He started moving his big old body.
Yeah.
He couldn't stop.
And there's no way you're going to miss that movement. 6'6", 330.
Well, I talked to his grandpa. His grandpa's the public address announcer.
Oh, you know everybody.
Over on the home side. Well, I was up there looking for a friend of mine who does Washington Courthouse radio games, and he's out at the at Miami Trace tonight doing the Bishop Reedy Trace game. So I just found him and started talking to him about the Courthouse team and get a little inside scoop if I could.
You're doing a good job for me this year. I'm really happy for you.
There's Jackson. He fumbled. Filippo, get it.
I don't think so.
I think Jackson's back on it, but Edley's fighting for it.
As near, London is holding their own, with the exception of that. I better shut up because they'll pull off a big play here, but with the exception of that big long run by Jackson, sort of a misdirection type play in my book.
Well, no,
I have different names for plays than the coaches and players and the people do.
I know Jackson looked like he dropped that on his own, but DeFilippo was in there.
Yeah, he was.
He was putting some pressure on him, and that's what you need from your defensive line and your defensive ends.
DeFilippo, he's going to be a Division I prospect.
Jackson coming around this side. He is quick, isn't he?
He's gone.
Oh my goodness! Look at him run! Look at him run! Oh, they got a nice downfield block. Ooh, how about that downfield block by number 22, Troy Brown, boy. He put a hit on Roby. Kind of paid him back for that interception, didn't he?
Roby didn't see him coming.
He didn't see him coming at all.
And it was a perfect block. And that looked like Sandlot ball there. I mean, he's just running back and forth and around. And
how many yards do you get credit for there, Gary? It's about a 40-yard touchdown, but what, about
60, about 70 yards,
80, 85 yards running?
So that runs the score up to 13.
That's Caudle for the extra point. He's got a good leg.
It's good. So we got 14-0 with 4:12 to go after another fine, spectacular play by Jackson. Seemed like these little scat backs are killing us this year.
Well, I'll tell you what. I got to find out a little bit about Steven Jackson. Now, is he the one that ran the hurdles for them? Would this be the same kid that ran Courthouse hurdles last year that made it to the state?
They had a kid that on Courthouse. Well, they had a track team that kicked everybody in our league.
Mm-hmm. This wouldn't be that. I thought that kid's name was Jackson who ran them hurdles.
They won every event, I think, but one in track in the BAC.
Well, this group of seniors for Courthouse is used to winning. They got a state baseball championship 2 years ago. They got a regional championship track squad, I think. So, I mean, they're used to winning.
And they take their sports serious.
Oh, yeah, they do.
I would love to see London fans and the people in the city get more behind the teams and the sports activities. It makes a big difference in how you perform. When you got a nice backing up there, win or lose, it's all about playing the game, not I know everybody wants to win, and bottom line is win. But come out and support these kids. Don't wait till they get to win.
No, Jordan lets that one slide by him. He's going to try to pick it up. He's got to pick it up, actually. Oh, he got some room. Brown's going to get him. Brown got him.
And he gets all the way back to the 45-yard line. And those are the kind of plays that usually go when you have them fumble or mess up on the kickoff and throws everybody's timing off. And the next thing you know, they don't know where you are. So got a nice return by Brock after a fumble. So we're looking at 1st and 10 on the. Is this the farthest we've been in their territory so far?
We're not in their territory, Gary.
I mean,
getting close
to the 50-yard line.
Getting close.
We're at the 44. And we've got officials timeout with 4:03 to go in the first quarter, trailing 14-0. Who'd he call?
I have tried to do a little research at halftime on this Jackson kid and see if we can find out a little bit more about him. Because I'll tell you what, he almost on some of them runs looked almost quicker than Meeks last week from Utica, quicker than Charlie Smith from Big Walnut. That's Buchanan back to pass. He's looking for Gillespie. That's Keller out there, number 9, breaking it up for the Blue Lions.
Buchanan's dangerous.
Well, I think that was probably one of those area patterns, you know, where you're just designed to throw it up to an area. I know Zach Dobbenmeyer used to get away with a lot for the Red Raiders.
He had some receivers that make them circus catches, and that's these guys haven't proven that yet. Not saying that they can't.
You know, this time London's going to bring 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Edley's going to be alone on the top of the screen. Courthouse is keeping their defensive ends out wide, so London's tackle's got to get out there and at least get a shoulder pad on him. Cannon rolls a little bit to his right. There's Myers.
He's got some room.
Ooh, looks like a little piling on there by the Blue Lions.
Picked up about 5 yards on that play. It's going to make it 3rd and 5 maybe?
I'd say that's, yeah, I guess 3rd and 5, Gary.
So we are almost to the 50-yard line. We get across there, then they're in trouble. Like I say, got to give Buchanan some time. It's his first start with the varsity.
Well, this time 3 receivers to the top and Edley by himself on the bottom.
He has come in some situations where he had to take over for Dickin.
Watch big number 80 on top of your screen, defensive end for Courthouse.
And it looked like Courthouse was off sides. I don't know what they're going to call, but
it might be close for
Courthouse stuck their nose over the ball.
Could be close to a first down for London here. I don't think they're quite going to make it.
Who they calling on? He's going.
Oh, they're going to call it against London.
Delay of game. That looked like one of the quicker plays to me. To run the same play. So now we're
I'll tell you what,
10.
London's got a mismatch on top of your screen. They got extra receivers out there.
There's nobody out there.
There's nobody out there.
Really? Dang it! Go! They're on 2.
Hey, tell him that he got to check.
Well, situation right there, Washington Courthouse just basically ignored a couple of London's receivers on that side of the field. But
I don't think that Buchanan was able to see him in time. I can hear the coaches up here hollering, throw it, but I don't think he's still learning.
yeah, there's still a lot
Give
of
him a chance.
a lot of checkoffs at the line of scrimmage that a player has to make. So we don't want to make up any excuses. We just want to give a fair shake to the kid. I mean, he's got to learn.
Brock
those
back
checkoffs.
kick once again.
Jordan's done a nice job of punting the ball tonight so far.
Oh,
That's a
good
nice kick.
spar.
They're just going to let that go. Sit down, ball. Sit down. Sit down.
All right, so London nails him back at the 2-yard line. Once you get a spar with the nose going down, you got a good punt.
Well, that was a nice punt. When you start adding on the yardage there, that's looked like about a 53-yarder. Canadian or American.
There you go. Well, you can call them that. You can call punch that kind of yard.
Oh, okay.
We just can't call it on a yard line. 53-yard line. Okay, so London's got them nailed back at 1st and 10 on their own 2.
Boy, looking at the athletic ability of this courthouse team,
Too much field here.
Sometimes I don't feel all that comfortable.
I don't either.
Ackley's hands off to the middle. That's a big 48 Adam Keaton out there, looks like. Trying to create a little bit of room there for the Blue Lions. Wouldn't surprise me to see Ackley go back to pass, maybe look for Quigley. Keller seems to have been one of his favorite targets all night.
I look for Jackson to get a quick one and do some more of his zany antics.
Tell you what, I just wonder if it is not that kid that ran hurdles, because he was a speedster.
Watch the reverse.
They had quite a few speeds there.
Jackson's in motion at the bottom of your screen.
Oh,
there's Quigley. I've been telling you about him all night. He may not be as fast as Annenberg.
He's going to get caught. Come back here. Good job by Annenberg. Runs him down, but not until he gets clear to the 40-yard line of London.
Well, Blue Line's got a lot of weapons, and it seems like they're hitting on all cylinders right now.
That's good. Never say die. Annenberg didn't give up.
Yeah, that's very good.
Stayed on him, and then he got a hold of that shoulder pads. He had to come back here. So now it's the 1st and 10 on the London 37. How many yards is that? 60?
Nice pickup anyway by Quigley.
Right around 60 yards from the 2-yard line to the...
Looks like that's Keaton coming up the middle. I'll tell you what, he's been a consistent 5 yards just about every time. Of course, if you got a 330-pound tackle out there in front of him, it makes a difference.
But these 330-pounders don't look fat.
Well, I prefer to call him thick, Gary. 77 is definitely thick.
Yeah, he's a big man.
Of course, occasionally they do line up, like right in this situation right here. Okay, they got Spears and Beal both on the same side of your screen, on the bottom of the screen.
Here comes Jackson.
And that's which way they're running, too. Look at Jackson go. He's slippery, isn't he?
Yeah, he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Might pick up a half a yard.
Well, Gary, let's do a little math here, okay? If you got a center that's 230, a left guard that's 330, and you got a left tackle that's 270, let me see, that's 600, that's 830 pounds of beef on the left-hand side of that line. So
obviously you're going to say they're coming that way. And it would be my luck they'd take off and go the other way, set you up.
I'm just sitting there with a gap, coach.
And the first thing we're going to look at, we end up the first quarter with a score of 14-0. So far, not so bad. I reckon Carl's probably getting the scoreboard. Like I say, we're entirely isolated, no communication at all. So we are at the home of the Blue Lions. The Blue Lions.
The Blue Lions.
Yeah. And I think they're 12th. They were saying upstairs they were 12th in the state. I think you told me they were 8th.
I thought I saw them 8th in the state poll, but maybe I could be wrong. They are definitely 4th in the region, 3rd in the Columbus Dispatch coaches poll. So.
Yeah.
I mean, they're obviously, from looking at them, they're tough. I mean, they don't seem to have too many weaknesses.
I'm not that impressed. And the reason I say that, so far I'm not, because we have these other teams that we went up against, Tecumseh and Big Walnut. They just wore us out first quarter, second quarter. And so far, they've been struggling to get yardage and got their touchdown. And their touchdowns were on kind of a oddball type play where, just run around like Jackson, running back and forwards and playing 21 tag. That's what I call it.
Well, I look for Courthouse to open the offense up even more tonight with a little bit of throwing. I know, Ackley, the quarterback's only attempted about 10 passes a game. He's had 42 attempts in the first 4 games. So, we'll see him put it up a few times tonight. Courthouse got the ball in the London 33.
And they're in tight.
There's an inside reverse to Jackson.
Got him that time.
Got him again.
play the first time.
Let's see. Tell you what, that you would think with Jackson you'd try to run him on the wider end of the reverse instead of the inside of the reverse. But
he's so quick. I guess you got to have that quick man coming back.
DeFilippo did a nice job filling the hole. So.
Coach, watch the toss.
And he missed. He didn't wasn't able to wrap him up. But that little kid is kind of elusive.
Yeah. He might be able to run away from Carl.
I don't know.
He's that quick.
Right now, because Carl's backs out. They better appreciate Carl.
Ackley back to pass. He's looking for Quigley.
And he's got.
Oh, Sanders does a nice job on coverage.
Good job on coverage, and he was pushed off. And no call was made.
Darren Sanders, the junior, he hadn't got a whole lot of playing time.
So London takes over 1st and 10. They held. That's a plus.
That's a good thing.
So I got to give London credit. I think right now, even though we're down 14-0, and with our main player on the sideline, we're not doing too bad.
It was about 3 inches away from being 21-0 there.
It's early in the game. Well,
it was close. They were headed that way.
Bottom line is not.
Yeah. It's a game of inches.
Quit trying to give him points.
Buchanan's back in the power eye. Power eye, that looks like Brock with the ball. Absolutely no place to go there.
It looks like to me we're going now. There's nowhere to go.
Well, I think London's philosophy is they got to be able to run a little bit inside to set up some of the outside passes and the spread. But looks like they're going to keep their high backfield. Now they're going back to the spread, looks like. Seems kind of odd to run the power eye on the first down play. You know, it seems like you save that for when you need the tight yardage. So DeFilippo goes in motion. Buchanan rolling to his right, top of your screen, looking for DeFilippo, or looking for Brock.
Brock makes
catch by Jordan Brock.
So we're down, picks up about 7 or 8 yards on that play.
They'll bring up about 4th and 2 for the Raiders. So we're back in a punting situation.
3rd and 2. Third and 2. We still got another. Now you didn't try to give them points. Now you're taking downs away from us.
Third about 4.
Carl, I don't know what I'm going to do with Steve up here. Keith Smith along with Gary McNeil. This is the Red Raiders WLHS TV Channel 25. And we're looking at 9:51 to go in the first half. London trailing 14-0 against the Washington Blue Lions.
Got single coverage. Oh.
Too much time.
That's going to be the second delay of game penalty against London so far tonight. So.
Well, now what do we go with? We got 3rd and 11 now, but that just kind of shot us in the foot.
We got 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, I can hear you, but they can't hear you when you flip over.
It's like I can't tell. Looks like Edley by himself on the top of the screen. Buchanan's going to roll to the bottom. Looking to, fumble. That's Courthouse's ball. Boy, he just took it right out of Tyler's hand. He was looking to pass and kind of brought the ball down. And
Tyler brought the ball down like he's going to. I don't think he realized that the defender was that close to him.
Looked like 62 Brad Burbage just kind of reached in there and pawed it away and fell on it. So
he brought it down right in his hands. So, like I say, he's new, he's young. Give him a chance. Defense just has to do a little more work here. 9:30 to go in the first half, and
well, you're right, Gary. That our defense, except for a few plays, has done fairly well tonight.
It's been a couple big plays that's hurt us.
It's like that big
like
fullback
this one
again.
here.
This is Keaton, and he's got lots of room. That's going to be a first down. Nice 11-yard run there by Keaton.
He's brought down by Anderberg, but not till after he picks up 11 yards and a first down. 9:24. We're under 9.5 minutes now to go in half, and Courthouse is on the move. They got Jackson's not in the game right now.
Yeah, he's in there at the right halfback position. Quickly goes in motion at the top of your screen. Looks like they're looking for Keaton. Nothing doing there because
he tries to go over number 67.
It's Gossard and DeFilippo right there, or Edley too for the Red Raiders. Bring up 2nd and 9 for the Blue Lions.
Billy Gossard. That sounds like a big pro name, don't it?
Coach, haven't seen the pop pass yet either. They might like that here, Tom.
Can you hear me? You got Keller going to the bottom of your screen for the Blue Lions. He's been one of Ackley's favorite targets all year.
14-0. Blue Lions.
Comes Quigley in motion to his near side. Inside handoff to Jackson. Looks like got a nice tackle there on him by Farrell. So, Derek Wallace, big number 50. So
he picked up maybe 3 or 4 yards on that, but he's pretty elusive.
You know, I saw their kicker in warm-ups. I definitely think he's got the leg to put a field goal in from here. So, not much wind tonight, but I'm sure Courthouse would like to get a little bit closer yet.
3rd and 4.
Talking to a 37-yarder from here. So,
well, they got another down to go. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. You're ready to fly.
They got Brown at the top. You're seeing Quigley at the bottom. Ackley's going back to pass. That's Jackson on the run. He's got all kinds of room. My goodness, he's wide open. Man, did they open a hole there.
That's almost like a misdirection play to me.
Just a basic draw, you know. I think everybody was looking for the pass, and
that's 3 touchdowns for Jackson. 2 down there and 1 down here.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, that gives him 11 on the season. He had 8 coming into the contest. So
that makes the score.
Caudill to kick the extra point.
And it's blocked. I believe it was blocked. And we got a flag.
We're going to call it on London for run into the kicker. I don't think he got it. He must not have got his hand on it, or they wouldn't have called this penalty.
Well, it was shanked awful bad then if he didn't touch it.
Shanked something fierce, but London did run into the kicker, and that's going to be 5-yarder and a chance to do it over, or half the distance to goal either way. It's half the distance, obviously, since the ball's put down on the 2.5.
So we're looking at 20-0. And we have 7.5 minutes or more to go in the first half. We won't be doing the band tonight because the band will be facing the opposite way from us. So we'll have plenty of time. I hope. We don't have to worry about running out of time tonight.
Comes Caudill again, out of the hold. Looks good.
And that was a proper way to try to block a punt right, or kick right there. Is coming across, not into the kicker. And I think they practice that a lot during the summertime, during the 2-a-days and stuff like that. So anyway, we have a score of 21-0, and Courthouse will be kicking off. We're still having mistakes that are hurting us. This last week was big mistakes. We were able to overcome them and get a win and score a lot of touchdowns against a lesser opponent than what we're playing tonight.
Yeah, when you play a team like Courthouse, I don't think you make too many mistakes. And London's not really been a benefactor of too many turnovers from the opposition this season already. I think we're in week 5 already, and we've only seen about maybe 2 turnovers handed to London.
And I can't emphasize enough that Tyler Buchanan is new, and we've got to give him a chance. I would love to have seen him start out this season at quarterback and have Doug Dickens as a multi-purpose back. That's what I would call it.
Gary, unfortunately for London, I see 51 Kyle Thomas. Looks like he's not going to return to the ball game. He's got a heavily taped ankle with a big ice pack on it. So unfortunately, it looks like Kyle's going to be out again for his 2nd injury in the past couple of weeks. That's Sean Myers coming back on a return for London. Oh, he
nowhere to go. He gets back to the 30-yard line. I think he might have scooped the ball up on about the 16.
Number 33, Troy Bick, put a heck of a hit on Myers there, and he's still down.
Seems like as our Joe Traven goes out, the trainer, take a look at him. In the meantime, Corey might want to pick up, so I'm still up, pick up some fans or stand or check your time and make sure everything's cool.
Maybe pick up them courthouse stands. That looks like a big crowd tonight.
If time is bad, then I'll watch for the light and you can turn it down yourself.
The stadium's not as big as some of the other ones, but that is a big crowd over there for courthouse.
He looks like he's going to be down for a while.
It looks like they're working on a knee, possibly, which is not a good sign.
I'm not sure what he's on, so I don't know what to talk about. But we do have how many more games and what we got here?
Coming up for London in the schedule. Well, this is a non-league game, so next week we actually start the league.
That's what I thought.
The league part of our program. So we're at home against Whitehall Yearling, and I told you the other night I was able to watch David West, sophomore quarterback for Whitehall. He was dynamite. Tiny little fella, plays hard, throws, runs, does everything for Whitehall, and they're a very good football team. They're coming into London this next week, so we'll need a lot of fans out here to support the Red Raiders in that contest. Then we're off to Lakewood, which will be our longest road trip of the year.
So we've got 2 more road trips.
Yep.
Lakewood and Trace.
Yep. Back down here for Trace again. That looks like Myers.
And Myers gets up. He's a little gimpy, but he's coming off under his own power.
At some point tonight, I'd like to see Carl see if he can pick up the old stone castle entrance over here to the left of the stands. It looks like something left over from some medieval fort out there. Not even sure what they even use them for anymore, but it's quite an architectural feature. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But it's just quite an architectural feature.
I think that's where they put you when you're bad.
Well, back to live action for the Raiders. That's Buchanan under center, I formation. Looks like Brock at tailback. DeFilippo leading the blocking.
And nothing doing there. I don't think he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to make it 2nd and 10 on the 29-yard line.
I'll tell you that was almost a penalty on the Red Raiders there. New Ohio High School Athletic Association prevents chop blocks from running backs coming out of the backfield. And he chopped, we saw the London fullback chop the courthouse defensive player, so London's going to watch that. Like London sends Gillespie to the bottom of the screen. It's like Monte Jackson at the top, and that's who do you give it to? The fullback, DeFilippo?
Trying to see. Yeah. DeFilippo, and he's nothing doing.
It's like linebacker Beverly, just kind of, or defensive tackle Beverly just kind of slipped in there.
They got some beef right there.
Yeah, they got some beef, but quite honestly, a lot of their beef is some of their two-way players now are giving way to other players. I don't see Beal playing any more defense, and Spears not playing any more defense, and Woods not playing any more defense. So, Buchanan. Oh, he throws it right into throws it right in the chest of the big defensive end, number 81, Matt Brinkman. So that's going to bring up 4th down for Red Raiders.
On our own 31-yard line. So Brock gets to try his wares again. They're showing him a little respect this time. They're playing back a little farther.
Back deep for the Blue Lions. You got Keller and Wood. Jordan Brock gets off another nice punt. That's going to be Wood. He's going to try to take it around the left-hand side. Try to take it up the middle, and ain't nothing doing there. Annenberg and looked like Derek Wallace there for the Red Raiders.
He looked like he was running backwards, so we could get a better look at the defense coming down.
He got to look at him.
So here they come.
He got to look at Derek Wallace's chest.
So Blue Lions take over on the 41. They're leading 21-0. 6 minutes to go in the first half.
It's like power I formation for Courthouse. It's actually faking to Jackson. He's rolling to his right. He's looking for Keller, but he just drops it right there in the middle.
He got the ball.
Boy, Courthouse had three players out in the receiving pattern. It had Quigley, Martin, and Keller out there, and all three of them looked like it was pretty open.
Keller was ready to run. I think he was moving before he got the ball.
Yeah, I think he saw that. We could see it from up here, that open lane that he had going back across field. So
he was smelling pay dirt.
And London's defense was rolling this way, so looks like London's going to try single coverage on the bottom of your screen right now with Roby out there on Wood.
2nd and 10 on the 41.
Quigley in motion. That's their big workhorse.
He stumbles over.
Must be Edley, 84.
DeFilippo. He stumbled over DeFilippo. And then somebody else was in on the tackle too.
Looks like Tyler Blake's checking in for the Red Raiders. He's going to get some of his first action tonight. Looks like 88 David Stewart checking out there for the Red Raiders. He's one of the clean jerseys. Doesn't get to play a lot, but he's in there tonight, the junior. Well, he just checked out, so he's not in there right now. But looking for the inside reverse to Quigley. He hops one player.
Yep.
Get him, Wallace. Oh, Wallace gets taken out hard.
He's wrapped up by 33, Annenberg.
Boy, Ackley threw a block here on Wallace, and he kind of got his bell running there. But that's going to bring up first down for the Blue Lions. So they're mixing it up pretty good, Gary. They're kind of going this way and that way and
goal line way.
Yeah.
3 times. They're not going to score until you see Jackson get the ball in his hands, so don't worry about that because Jackson seems to be the one that gets all the points.
Well, this time they're going to line up Jackson's receiver on the top of your screen, so they have to seriously think about double coverage when he's in a receiver position, because right now he's got Sanders out there on him.
He went down.
Nice job by safety Annenberg coming over there. So
yeah, he was already down. He was down on one knee trying to make a fake there.
Well, they did down and in that time, but they may be setting that up for the down and up a little bit later on. So, boy, Courthouse's line looks big, don't they?
They are big.
We know they're big, but here this time they're bringing their 3 big Buffalo Beefs out to the right-hand side.
Buffalo Beefs.
They are some Buffalo
Beef
Beefs.
jerky.
Actually, they're lining up 52 and it's an unbalanced line.
It seems like they're not doing anything over that Buffalo Beef. They're right behind them, but
they kind of ran up the center that time, but they did put that 830-pound package in there on the right-hand side. So, yeah. Actually, that time they put 2 tackles on the right-hand side of the formation, 1 guard on the left-hand side. They had their tight end on the top of the screen, so they still had their ends covered. So just kind of an unbalanced line there. This time they're straight line. Jackson's in the slot. I tell you, you gotta watch him. It's like Keaton coming up the middle. He's fighting away. Like Derek Wallace there for the Red Raiders.
That wasn't Jackson.
Well, they had Jackson in the slot and then they had Quigley at the tailback.
26 was in the okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see him over there.
Gonna bring up that's first down for the Courthouse. Seems like every time they need one of them, they just get the ball to 48 Adam Keaton and he finds his way through there. So
21-0. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half.
This time they got 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Keller and Wood. Looks like reverse to Wood. Oh, boy, he's running hard, isn't he? Picks up about 4 yards. Almost got face mask there.
Yeah, pretty close.
Surprised they didn't call that. I don't think he really grabbed it, but it just kind of looked like he did.
Yeah, he's in the area.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Blue Lions with 3 minutes left to go in the first half of this ball game. On the sideline, see Dickin taking off his coat, but I don't think that's going to do much of anything.
I wouldn't think so since he's not dressed.
Since he's completely wrapped up. Here comes Jackson up the middle. Nice tackle there by Ty Blake. So he grabbed him, took him down.
And then picked him up.
Picked him up. Nice
good sportsmanlike conduct there.
Looks like Courthouse doesn't seem like they're in much of a hurry here. Of course, they probably like to see the rest of this quarter run out just as they score a touchdown. So.
Well, we're down to 2.5 minutes now.
That's Keaton. He slips and falls, and O'Farrell falls on him. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 11 for the for the Blue Lions.
O'Farrell. He tried to cut back. Big O'Farrell right there waiting for him. 21-0.
Clock continues to wind down. 1:53 left to go in the second half, or in the first half. They want a timeout now.
What was that?
Boy, you give him time to go. The kid called a timeout. Kid called a timeout to go back and pick up his mouthpiece, but you'd think that they would have charged him with a timeout. That's Quigley in motion. This Keaton, nothing doing there. That's O'Farrell on him again. Oh, Jordan Brock. So Keaton's getting up a little slow. Of course, that might just be an act, Gary. We've seen that before. I think we saw B.J. Laney a couple times do that. Looked like he'd been beaten up, and he very slowly walked back to the huddle, and then all at once he come firing out of there like a wild man, not even hurt. So 1:04 left to go in the first half. Quigley in motion. Jackson's at tailback position. Keaton's going to go back to or not Keaton. They're going for Quigley. They're going to call interference on Sanders out there. They're on Myers. Sanders, he's on Sanders, but I think the problem was our defensive back didn't have his. He wasn't looking for the ball. Yeah, he wasn't looking for the ball. So. That was Ackley back to pass there. It wasn't Keaton 48. It was. That's going to bring up a 10 or a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down for Courthouse. So that's going to.
Down under a minute now to go into the first half. So, like you said, Courthouse is working on getting that last score when the clock runs out.
Should set the ball just about the London 8-yard line. Yeah, it looks like it'll be set about the London 11. It's a first down. They haven't got the chains moved yet. They're still waiting on that.
Yeah, because they can't get a first down inside.
Clean jersey into the game, number 33, Troy Bick at your fullback position. Looks like Ackley's going back to pass. He's being blitzed. Nobody out there. Looks like he's trying to throw to Jackson. Pat O'Farrell got nice heat on Ackley.
He followed through with it. He kept right on and took him down. I was wondering if they weren't going to call something there, but
it was legit. I think
it was just right at the perfect moment.
It looks like Ackley looks a little woozy, but he ain't coming out.
That's the way you get things going.
50 seconds left to go, and got time stop for the incomplete pass.
Quarterback took a shot that time.
Boy, Quigley's going to the top of your screen, Wood at the bottom. Jackson's lined up at the tailback position with a new fullback in there. Looks like they're looking for Jackson. They fake to Jackson. Ackley rolls to his right. He's looking for Wood.
It's thrown out of the end zone.
That's going to bring up.
Flushed him out of the pocket there. He's like you say, he rolled out, looked for Wood, but it's his target.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Blue Lions.
44 seconds ago, and we'll have a half a game in.
Well, the ball's sitting right on the middle of the hash mark area, so they're in good line for a field goal if they don't happen to convert right here. I'd look for them to put the ball in the air. Jackson's in the slot on the top of your screen. Quigley's out that way. I'd look for a quick pitch to Quigley going left. Nope. Faked to Quigley going right. Ackley's going to try to run it. He's trying to wiggle around there.
And he's going to be down on about the 9-yard line.
It's going to bring up fourth down for the Blue Lions. Put the ball all the way on the left hash mark. So they're going to bring in their field goal team. It's like Mark Cottle, the 170-pound senior. I think he's got the leg for this. Keller's going to hold.
That's not much distance there.
Yeah, it looks like going to line up for a 26-yard field goal. About 26, 27-yarder.
If he gets it off, it ought to be easy.
High snap. Keller gets it down. Oh, I thought Myers had a chance to block it. That's going to be good.
Yep. Looked like, was that ball spiraling?
It was,
near spiral.
we call that wounded duck. Gary.
Yeah, it wasn't going end over end.
So I thought Myers was right in there with the chance, but that's the last play of the first half here in Washington Courthouse. With the Blue Lions up 24-zip.
24-0. So we're going to take a break here. I guess Carl's probably on the scoreboard. And we are going down, Carl. It's off.
Do an interview while you're here.
Can't see him.
We'll pretend like it's Zach Dalton.
I'll get it. Yeah, here we have to come the Red Raiders out on the field. Like I say, I have no communication with Carl, so
Carl went upstairs to try to get that. The London student section went down there and formed a little tunnel for the Red Raiders. So, hey, you know, the students aren't giving up on these kids, so we got to not give up on them either, you know. They're sticking behind them.
Well, like I say, these kids are all young. Most of them got another year, 2 and 3 to go to play football here. So within the next year or so, look for London to be another powerhouse. But we got to get more people interested, get some of these big beef out of the school and out here for the football team. I'm sure they're out there. We got to go after them and get them out for football.
Well, I know it's a couple years away, and hopefully all the kids can stay interested. But this year we had a record turnout as far as the Pee Wee football program. We got almost 140 boys. Or last year we had about 105. So suddenly it's become popular to play Pee Wee football in London.
Yeah.
I think maybe, you know, hopefully it hadn't affected soccer's numbers, but.
Joe Johnson, one of London's former quarterbacks, he's coaching now, but was he with Joe at junior high or freshman? Freshman, yeah. And he said he liked the sound of what you were saying about the Pee Wee League, Youth League coming up. It's still called Pee Wee League?
We call it youth football.
Okay.
I think everybody else calls it Pee Wee, though.
Size of some of them kids, they're not Pee Wees, that's for sure.
No, actually, we got 5 195-pound kids in the league this year. And those are 6th graders, so we do have some big ones.
Got some beef coming.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, we're looking at 2 minutes and a half before game time starts, and to the second half, London is down 24-0. Most of them points came on long plays or just something that where we had to let down. I think defense overall has played pretty darn good. Offense, we're having no problem with offense. We do have a new quarterback in, and it's going to take him some time to get familiar. I know he knows everything, knows the plays and stuff, but to get him and the team familiar with each other, where everything, they click as a team, and give him some more playing time. He had to be nervous when he started out, getting his first start. But he's a gamer. Tyler Buchanan, he's a gamer. And I feel like he's going to be the player of the future here next year.
Gary, I didn't get any reports on stats at halftime. I was trying to get a score for the Washington Courthouse Bishop Reedy game, being played just a couple miles away from here. But I did find out about the Jackson kid, Steven Jackson. He was the one that won the BAC in the hurdles, 100-meter dash, and on 2 winning relay teams at the BAC meet.
Okay.
Their relay team would have went to state, I guess, but one of their players just stepped accidentally was disqualified.
What'd you say, Carl?
Carl says we
Score was 18-7 courthouse.
just got a score. Actually, in Miami Trace is ahead 18-7
Miami had Trace 18-7.
over Bishop Reedy. So
The thing of it is, Carl, it's going to be a little late by the time they hear it over this. It'll been in the paper and
it's a Monday afternoon update.
and
for
on
everybody.
Friday Night Football.
Yeah, but that's the same Steven Jackson. He proved that he does have a lot of athletic ability, and we've seen that. So he's 6 foot, 175 pound senior. So
About 4 or 5 years.
That's what I
we're back. Looks like London's going to kick off. Sean Myers looks like he's back for the second half. He kind of went out there, looked a little bit hurt, but looks like he might be okay here.
Him, but,
Well, I think he ran into number 33, Troy Bick, on that return, and they hit hard, both of them. So back deep, got 3 men deep. 22 Brown looks like the one they want to go to. Quigley on the far side.
they got quite a spread back here deep, don't they?
80 Nolan Martin on the near side. So
They make sure that ball's not going to go in any holes.
yeah, Quigley's on the far side, about 100 yards away from where this ball's going to be kicked off at. So I wouldn't expect he'd get it. It's like Brown coming up. It's going to bounce once. He grabs it, trying to come up through the middle with it. It's like he cuts it and breaks it.
And he goes down at the 33, 34-yard line. Looked like the London player was tackled. DeFilippo, no, 31, that's Russell. He's in the game now.
That's 31 Matt Russell back in the ball game for the Red Raiders. We put a 1st and 10 for Courthouse on the, it's like on the Courthouse 33-yard line.
So Courthouse takes over, like you said, 1st and 10.
Split Buffalo package. They got their big tackle split this time. Ackley under center, hands to Quigley. It's like Gossard in there.
And there's a gaggle on that one. 67, 56, 55, and 3. That'd be Roby.
Roby, DeFilippo. It's like bunch of them
Farrell.
in there.
Well, Farrell was in on that.
It's hard to identify a whole gaggle,
But
Gary.
they give the tackle to Billy Gossard.
Going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Blue Lions. 2nd and 7, actually.
What team Gossard play for? Billy Gossard.
I don't know. You mean what, Pee Wee team?
No, what team here?
Oh, playing for London. Why?
It's going to be a trivia question, but I'll just let it go.
Oh, okay. Why, did we make a mistake?
No. You're doing fine.
Okay. I'll bring up 3rd and... Looks like maybe they lost a yard there, so maybe just gained 1 yard, 3rd and 6.
Ball's on the 37-yard line.
Big Buffalo package to the top side of your screen here. My goodness, they got a lot of weight up
We
there.
got the speedster up there in the slot.
It's like Ackley back to
turns.
pass. That's Quigley on the catch, but that's going to be
And
short of a
it's gonna be
first
short.
down. So, like
Good
Sean,
job by Sean Myers to hang with that. He caught the pass, didn't he?
yeah, he did, but he's short of the first down. So
Right.
the Red Raiders did a great job there on defense.
So we took him out 3 and out. We got Myers and Brock back.
Well, is this the first time we've seen
I think it's first
called
punt.
a punt for the Blue Lions?
First punt for the Lions. That's the sign of things to come. That's what I'm saying. Don't count this London team out.
So you've got plenty of time. Nice hang
Got good
time.
hang time.
Like London's going to call fair catch. Everybody stays away from it. So it's like going down on the London 31-yard line. So Red Raiders will take over there.
And I don't know if he had his hand at the time to call a fair catch because they swarmed the ball. So there was no way he was going to make a catch there. Not a legal catch anyway.
Gary, I wanted to point out this week, last week when I was watching the tape on TV, I noticed how many times Joe Smith was involved on special teams for the Red Raiders. I know maybe we mentioned him once or twice, but he was in there just about every chance he had. So
Joe, he wants to play. He's a big boy.
It's like Buchanan.
He's been around a while. He ought to be about a senior.
He's looking for Edley, but Edley wasn't, or DeFilippo, but DeFilippo wasn't looking for the ball, and they're going to call it on Courthouse.
I hope.
It's like pass interference. Apparently a little confusion there. Who was? Well, we knew who was throwing. We just didn't know who was catching.
The ball was thrown for DeFilippo his way. Now
they're going to call interference on the blue line, so
that's a break.
First down for the Raiders. So
London finally gets a break.
Looks like Kyle Thomas is done for the evening. He's on crutches.
So we get a 1st and 10 out of that on the 46-yard line. That's one of the better breaks we've had so far tonight.
Looks like we're going to pitch to Brock. He's got some room. Oh, Gillespie's blocking.
It's close to a first down. He's come within about 1.5 yards of being a first down. That was close to being a illegal block.
Well, he did a nice job of keeping his shoulders squared up and in front of the guy, so good credit
Done
there.
A good job.
To Gillespie on the block. Jordan Brock running to the wide side of the field. Going to bring up 2nd and 1 for the Raiders.
His dad, I talked to him earlier, and he said he heard me cutting on him the other day, so he said he owes me one. So I got to watch my back now.
I tell you, Kyle's done a good job receiving for the Raiders.
They're good people.
Buchanan's going to look to his right. He's looking for Edley or DeFilippo.
DeFilippo, and throw him behind him. Got a bullet pass there, but
bring up 3rd and 1 for the Raiders. So
I tell you what, Buchanan's not afraid to let it fly.
Well, Buchanan is a little bit into the quick release. I mean, Dickens seems like he wants to roll a little bit more with the ball. Nothing good or bad about that, but Buchanan is actually, you know, he likes to get rid of the football. He knows them big boys are coming.
I know
you don't want to take them on. That's a sneak. He's going to get it, looks like. Right,
it's going to be close. It's going to be close. That was a quick call there. I saw him run up under the center.
Yeah, you got to watch that. You got to be set for a full second. You can't just kind of run up in there and grab it and go.
I think they might have been a little bit afraid about too much time. Got a Fisher's timeout.
I'd say he's going to be short from looking at the mark here on the sideline. I've been wrong once before this year, Gary, but I'd say they look like it's short.
I think you're wrong again. Look at that official moving the chain. Come on, man.
He's short by half.
Yeah.
He's very short.
A nose.
Come on, Gary, say it. I was right.
You was?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, you wasn't.
Going to go for it.
You hear that, Carl? He was just kidding. We both know better than that. You were right. You were right, Steve.
It's like London's going to go for it.
They're packing it up there.
Try to get some momentum going. Let's make sure we got the proper alignment. Buchanan's, he's going to stay up under center. DeFilippo fullback.
I wonder if he can check it all.
Brock at the tailback. Oh, nice. Fumble, maybe. Well, I'll tell you what, 62, Brad Burbage, linebacker for the Blue Lions, come rolling in there.
Yeah, they sniffed that out.
So it's going to be 1st down Blue Lions on the Courthouse 46-yard line.
Good try. Now the defense has to do their part. See if we can keep this thing going. We're in the 8:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. No more scores been added on. It's still 24-0. Favored Blue Lions. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I really expected a lot bigger score right now than what they've got.
Look out! Here comes Jackson.
There's a touchdown, man.
He's got a big blocker out in front. He cuts back. Oh my good fumble!
And they have to be right there.
Blue Lions right there. I'll tell you what, London did a nice job of just.
I'm not sure London knew the ball was out there. He got sandwiched too. He got his bell rung. He's got his helmet off.
That's the idea behind the defense there. You got to try to turn him back into your brothers on the inside to help you make the tackle, you know. So they got him turned back in, but.
And they sandwiched him. We'll have him for lunch.
Problem is, he was already 14 yards downfield, so first down Courthouse.
It's better than a touchdown.
Yep. Look at Woods, the bottom of your screen. He's got single coverage out here. He's no slow chicken.
Jackson may not want the ball for a little while.
He's at the top of the screen. What's wrong with him? Maybe an equipment problem?
Yeah, it looks like official timeout. He's messing with his helmet.
Boy, Courthouse does a nice job of spreading some of these threats around. I mean, Jackson lines up at tailback. He lines up at slot.
Well, I just learned some news that this one is already signed with Michigan.
Bill, oh yeah. Yeah,
I didn't know whether you covered that or not.
Yeah. That's Quigley on the off tackle. He's up the middle. He's going, baby. See how quickly Jackson got up there to throw a block on Myers, boy.
Yeah.
He covers some territory.
Right in front of Myers, and he was probably 10 yards behind the play.
But
makes the score 30-0.
I guess one of the reasons why I like this Courthouse team is obviously I think they're very talented, but they've got a lot of weapons.
They got a lot of weapons.
Which you need if you're going to make it very deep into the state playoffs. I mean, you need to have a big, strong line and a lot of offensive weapons. It's like Caudle in for the extra point. London's been getting pretty good pressure on the near side here. Here they come again. Nothing doing. It's good.
And it's good, and they're having a score now of 31. So we got 4 touchdowns and a field goal.
Yep. Well, Carl, while we got some downtime, I told everybody before that maybe we can get a look at the architectural feature of this stadium. Looks like something from an old medieval castle over there left of the grandstand.
So they're to the left of the grandstand, Carl. I'm not sure what that is. It's an entranceway-like thing. It may be the way they came in before they built the new grandstand.
Well, that could be a possibility.
Because everything was stone. See, this side was stone.
And
it's still here.
I like the idea that's where they lock you up when you're bad.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
But this is definitely an interesting stadium from a viewpoint of being close to the field as a fan. I mean, you know, you're literally sitting within a few feet of the sidelines.
Yeah, you're right on top of them. Carl's probably almost shooting straight down. So we're getting a view from the blimp. Carl the blimp.
We're going to watch Courthouse.
He can't fight back because his back's out of shape today, so he can't fight back today. I'm safe for tonight.
Courthouse sends Dunford out to kick off again, 6'6", 240, so look out, ball, here he comes.
That ball's probably going, no, don't kick me.
Nice high kick that time. Looks like Myers would try to bring it back up the middle. He slips through a seam.
He found the seam. That'll take him up to about the 37-yard line. Myers has got a pretty quick first step. First 5 yards, he seems like he's pretty quick at it.
Yeah, he runs hard. I mean, that's what you got to do as a runner. You can't wait around to try to see a hole open up. You just got to go for it. Looks like London's going to send 3 receivers to the top of their screen this time. Of course, Courthouse only has two cornerbacks out there, so Buchanan rolls right, fakes, looking to pitch.
He keeps the ball.
Oh, that hurts London. That's going to be a hold behind the play, and that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Play was on pass, and London made a little mental mistake there.
You don't teach that in the Little League, do you? Because I've been seeing a lot of it. All these kids that's doing it was in your Little League.
I don't teach anything in that league.
Oh, now you're backing out. Now you seem like I thought you was where you talk up here.
That even happens at that grade level. Is that kids? I just don't understand sometimes why. You know, the play's already on past, and it normally is a result of 2 players kind of not fighting, but going up against each other, and they don't realize the play's gone, and
well, they're taught to hit somebody, so if they miss somebody the first time, they're going after them the second time.
Yeah, London really spreads it out this time. Buchanan in the backfield. Looks like Edley and Myers at the top of the bottom of your screen. DeFilippo and Gillespie. That's Jordan Brock. He ain't got a whole lot of room there. 80 grabs him, 71 smashes him.
Jordan Brock, he's good for maybe about 3 or 4 yards. But we have still got that penalty on us. So it's going to be second and about 20. The ball's on the 27-yard line. 22 yards. Second down. London's got the wide spread to the right this time.
Yep. 3 receivers at the top. Edley's got one-on-one coverage on. They're going to blitz, and they are coming. Look out. Screen to Jordan Brock.
Oh, he's got
nice
some
call
room.
by the coach. There's
He's
Jordan.
on his feet. Can he go? Keep going, baby. But you ain't going.
Keller got him.
Not Keller.
Nine.
Keller.
Nice call by London coaching staff there. I mean, it was in a blitz package. I don't know if Tyler audibled that at the line or whether that was called, but
Good job,
whatever
buddy.
they did pick up the blitz. And,
Good job.
well, Jordan's probably pretty winded right now.
Oh, yeah.
Might not
He's
be-
in pretty good shape, though.
It's gonna bring
You
out.
can usually tell the way their hands on their knees or hips or stuff, but he's not looking like he's too tired.
First and 10 for the Raiders. Look like from Washington Courthouse, 14-yard line. Ball's on the 13, actually. Same spread offense. Looks like going to the top of the screen. Oh, they were looking for Edley, but he couldn't get around Keller.
Edley couldn't get around. And Tyler threw to where Edley was supposed to be. He sends in the plays like you do the baseball. When you're on the runner, telling the runner what to do and stuff.
Yeah. Well, London spread really wide to the top, to the bottom of your screen this time. It's like they may be blitzing. Nope. Yep. Buchanan's throwing for Edley. Touchdown. That's going to be a hold on London, though. That's going to be a hold on the left side of the London line.
Good catch by Edley, good concentration, done a good job, only to be called back.
Looks like London's going to take a timeout here, so try to regroup their thoughts, but that's going to bring up, what, about a second and 24, maybe?
That was a big play for us too. London with a Billy, that would have been a game breaker right there.
Well, I hate to ever see points come off the board, Gary, and that's...
Well, they never got up there.
Yep, that's true.
So anyway, we're looking at 6:18 to go in the third quarter. London trailing 31-0 against a probably state-bound Washington Courthouse team. So I still think we've been getting better every week. And we go into our league next week. If we got the right people healthy, I think we can make some statements in the league. And the league's pretty tough. We're looking at Licking Valley. They're always tough. I'm sure they still got some nethers up there that run you ragged.
Well, we kind of talked on that last week. Licking Valley's hadn't lost any games tonight. They're up tonight against Newark Catholic, or actually tomorrow night against Newark Catholic, which is going to be a heck of a ball game out there. I think it's at Licking Valley. So, but one of the nethers has been suspended for academic suspension, and his first game back is going to be against the Red Raiders. So, you know, it's
we could be so lucky, huh?
Yeah, we're going to be so lucky. I hope it doesn't happen, but he's probably going to be out to get him a couple 100 yards out.
Back to this game. Let's see what Tyler can come up with this time.
Like put DeFilippo in motion. Buchanan back in the shotgun. The roll, straight drop back pass. He's looking for Jordan. Oh, I thought Jordan had that one, Gary.
Oh, man.
Nice call by the Raiders to pull him out of the backfield. We haven't seen that package very much. So.
Well, I tell you what, he was being honed in by a mean-looking defensive back. But about the time he was going to catch that ball.
Well, like I said,
like seeing him caught it anyway.
yeah, it's a different call for London. Because like I said, we haven't seen Jordan come out of the backfield that much. He's always pretty much had the
blocking
duty of blocking the defensive end, but
they moved him over for that purpose this time.
3rd and 20. Buchanan looks like he's going to roll a little bit. Jordan does a good job blocking that time.
He puts it up in the air.
Gillespie
and missed it. Good Lord. Ooh, we got the dropsies today.
I started to say touchdown, didn't I, Gary?
Yeah, that's twice. Gillespie's usually pretty sure-handed, so
well, it was one of
that
those
wasn't the easiest ball to catch, but I think it hit him in his hands, and that's a bad spot to hit a lot of players.
Looks like London's going to be forced into a 4th and 20 situation from the Washington Courthouse 23, so pretty much going to have to throw into the end zone here, Gary. Whether Buchanan's going to have the time or not.
And they're laying back waiting for it.
Actually looks like Courthouse is going to go into a zone prevent, basically. We're really looking. Oh, they got a coverage out there.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's going to be on London. That's going to be on London.
Why?
I think they're going to call it on him.
You don't have the right to go for the ball?
Pushing number 80.
I thought he jumped for the ball. Well, it's going to be interesting.
They're going to call it on Courthouse.
They should.
Looks like number 9's crying, or not crying, but he's upset.
They should. Eddie was going for the ball. But we need it. It's about time we get a break if we do.
Actually, they're going to call.
Yeah.
Actually, they're going to call defensive holding, which will give London an automatic first down. If it had been pass interference, it wouldn't have been a first down, I think. No, but I could be wrong, Gary.
You probably are.
Okay.
I just like saying that.
If it was pass interference, it wouldn't have necessarily been a first down for London.
No, because it's 20-some yards from the first down.
Actually, no, it's going to be 4th and 10. So it's a 10-yard penalty, repeat the down, not an automatic first down. Same situation for London, pretty much going to have to throw it to the end zone.
We've had all kinds of chances.
Myers to Phillip off to the side. Tyler Buchanan, ooh.
Nowhere to go, and he's smothered by number 56.
Yeah, that was Sean Dunford. That's the kickoff guy, 6'6", 240. He put a big lick here on Tyler. Tyler's only 5'9", 175, so he's about 100-pound size disadvantage right there.
And 8 inches. So Courthouse takes over on downs on the 14-yard line after London had 2 or 3 opportunities to score.
Well,
wasn't able to finish it off.
Hope London's offense is not too dejected. I mean, I know it's hard to keep your chin up, but you know they did move the ball. They did have some nice plays.
The exception of mistakes, they look good in that.
Quigley goes
last
in
series
motion.
of downs.
Looks like Ackley's just going to roll this thing and run it.
And he's cut up real quick.
There's Andenberg coming up there.
And he's hurt.
He looks like he got kicked in the chin, maybe.
That was Brock.
Was it?
32, isn't it? No, it's 33. You're right. Again.
Third or second and 8 for the Blue Lions. They're still playing their starters, Gary, so they're not feeling no pity for London.
They never do. Ever since somebody come down here and I think they put LHS with bleach all over the field a few years back.
Split backfield. Jackson's back there. Ackley's going straight back to pass. He's looking for Wood. He's trying to run. Oh, wow, what a hit there by Brock and Andenberg. So I'll tell you what, looks like he's going to be a couple yards short of the first down. So on the top of your screen.
Yeah,
but Ackley's got a good arm. So
he came back. He was trying to split the seam there. He paid the price.
You're right. He did do a great job coming back to the football. I mean, that makes a big difference. So.
First and 10 on the 25-yard line now.
Keller and Quigley to the top of your screen. Jackson's a tailback. Looks like Ackley wants to throw a little. He's going to go for Quigley. And he's wrapped up.
Roby made the initial wrap. Roby's not very big, but he gets in there and mixes it up.
Look like Matt Russell also in there for the Raiders. So we'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Blue Lions.
Well, Matt set out the first half, so he's healthy now and back in there. And is making a difference, I think, in the defense. He definitely make a difference.
It's like a draw play to Jackson.
Trouble.
Boy, he's got some room. Get him. Nice tackle that time by Roby, but it's going to be another first down for the Blue Lions. That was Roby that came up there, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. Let me see.
Tell you what.
Roby and Hindenburg was close to the play.
I'll tell you what, with that kind of speed and with the moves he's got, that's a good fundamental tackle right there by Roby.
Well, he's got 3 of their touchdowns tonight already. 31-0. 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. This game seems to be going a little quicker than most of them. Last week game was over 3 hours.
Big meat package at the bottom of your screen and that's where they're going with Jackson right there. Nice tackle that time.
Good.
Is that Russell? Nope, that's 67, Billy Gossard. I don't know how he slipped through 830 pounds of beef there, but he did.
Billy Gossard, number 67.
Is that going to be your trivia question? What class is he in?
Well, no.
Whether he's a junior
I heard the
or
name,
sophomore?
I knew it. But I looked at Justin Gossard.
Oh, yeah.
And there's 2 of them.
Yeah, I think Justin's a freshman. They got him listed as a sophomore in this one roster we got. Yeah, Justin's a freshman. I'm pretty sure about that.
London's got him listed as a sophomore in there.
Well, where that penalty flag's thrown from, that's going to be a delay of game on Courthouse. So about time they get one of them. London seems to have taken up their fair share of them tonight.
You got that right. And once again, we must remember these are high school kids.
Brock at least was down at 5. He dropped
London's defense might be getting a little winded here. I don't know. There's been a lot of plays in this drive so far.
Yeah. 2nd and 14.
make the play.
Oh, London missed a tackle there. Boy, I'll tell you what, number 80, Nolan Martin, he's kind of a tight end, ran a tight end inside reverse there. And
he's no small kid either.
No,
he had some wheels there too.
6'2", 200 pounds, so looked like another first down for the Blue Lions. Well, they put that Buffalo package on the bottom of your screen that time and ran right behind them, so.
He had a stride like a...
Now watch, that Buffalo package is at the top of your screen this time. 76, 77, and 52
got Jackson
there.
running tailback. First man through.
Going to go with the fullback that time, which has been Hicks. Or Troy Bick, I'm sorry. 6 foot, 170-pound fullback.
He was brought down by...
It's like somebody's
67.
down there.
Russell was in on that tackle.
It's like maybe
Gossard.
There's a 50 number down on the field, and I can't see who it is. 55, O'Farrell. So hopefully he just got his hand stepped on. He'll be back.
And Miss Traburn's right out there on top of it.
Looks like O'Farrell's going to have to set out for a play. So checking in for London will be probably Ty Blake.
I tell you, I noticed that she's right out there. I mean, as soon as he showed it in signs of, looked like an injury. But all this stuff's been happening to kids lately, especially this year. It really stands out. You can't be too cautious. You got to be right on top of it when something happens. Them few seconds can make a difference in something good or something bad.
Well, here's a clean jersey in there. Vincent Hodge checking in the linebacker position for the Red Raiders. So I believe he's a sophomore. So
didn't he start the game?
He was on the kickoff return team.
Yeah, I remember.
So not completely clean jersey, but I think it's his first action on defense. So Ackley's back to pass. Oh, hitch and go. Oh, he's open. He's open. He keeps running. Oh, underthrown. Looks like Roby got the interception. What's the call? Caught by Roby on the interception. Looks like a penalty's going to be on Brown. So
good job. Roby plays good job in his position out there.
Well, they run a hitch and go, and I thought Brown had him going deep, but Ackley couldn't get the ball off in time. So Roby did a nice job on defense there.
So we're looking at London taking over 1st and 10, but we're deep in our own territory on the 12-yard line. And Roby's, is that his first or second interception? No, he knocked one down over in this corner.
Yeah,
Is that him? Can't remember who made that play.
We don't really keep too many stats on London, so I can't tell you other than just from memory, and my memory's not real good, Gary.
So you know where mine's at.
It's like Buchanan. Spread formation. Oh, they're trying to run deep for Myers. That's intercepted. Wood steps up in there. That's going to go for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Well, Gary, that's the 5th interception on the year for Wood. Oh, actually, that was Brown. I'm sorry, they have a player by the name of Brown that has 4 interceptions. That was Woods.
That ball was thrown right to him.
Oh, I take that back. That was Troy Brown. So I think I've been calling him Woods all night. That's Troy Brown.
And they score again, 37-0 now. I guess they're getting a bit so much a quarter.
Yeah, there's a little bit going on there with the read from the quarterback, and I think the read is there's which way the safety's going depends on which tight end he was going to throw it to, whether Edley or DeFilippo, or Myers, I mean. That's going to be good.
And it makes it 38-0. So, this is a long night for the Red Raiders.
It kind of makes a difference out there when you don't have your senior leader, Dickin. I know he's out there on the sidelines cheering them on a little bit, but you know, it's nice to see that inspirational play from him.
It's a tough situation, but like I say, I can't say it enough that they're young. You have to allow them to make their mistakes. As much as we don't want to see mistakes, you have to allow them to make their mistakes. And they're going to make quite a few. Like I say, most of them is their first year with hardly any varsity playing time. And you're going up against seasoned teams.
Well, Courthouse got 17 starters back from last year. London's got about 3, so and one of those is on the bench tonight, so say about 2 starters back from last year, so not a good thing. I told my friend Jeff Gates from the Madison Press I'd give him a little shout out tonight. He's down on the London sidelines.
Jeff Gates.
He'll
like hearing that.
He keeps wondering why we don't say anything good about him.
What does he do? What is his job anyway? I see him on
He's
the
a writer for the Madison Press. So.
Oh, that Jeff Gates.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Bill's brother.
I said Gary's been waiting for the...
Get the ball.
Oh, that's going to be a penalty on London right there. Nope, they're not going to call it.
I missed something.
Well, I don't think we probably caught that on camera, but now the flag comes out. Joe Smith just got a little bit over exuberant there. He come down and put a real hit on one of the Courthouse's players, one of the guy that just intercepted the pass and went in for the touchdown. So.
And wasn't that out in the middle of the field?
No. At the beginning of the play, Joe came out and looked like he was just gunning for the one guy that got the interception, and Joe cleaned his clock. I'll guarantee you that. He hit him good and hard. But then after the play, then Joe continued on to search for another man, and he took another shot at somebody, and it wasn't exactly the cleanest, and that's going to cost him 15 yards. So.
Well,
being excited is one thing. Following the rules of football is another. You got to control yourself. And
I didn't see it, so I don't really know what happened. I feel like Joe was probably thought his ball carrier still was on the move.
Looks like a mix-up in London backfield. That looks like
up there.
DeFilippo, maybe it's got that. Or could it be Brock?
That was a pretty mix-up, though. It went for about 6 or 7 yards.
Looks like DeFilippo. Let's see if London might try to speed it up here a little bit with a minute to go in the third quarter. It's like I formation, DeFilippo at the fullback, Jordan Brock at the tailback. Gillespie on the bottom of your screen. Myers to the top in the slot.
Pitch out to Brock. He's turned in and held up.
Well, it just wasn't much to go there.
Well, he had Jackson sitting out there waiting on him, so it wasn't going to outrun him. I take that wrong. It wasn't Jackson. That was number 9.
Oh, that's Keller.
Keller. I don't think, is Jackson on defense?
No, I don't think he's been playing any defense. Probably will if they get into a situation down the stretch in the playoffs, but they've got some good defensive backs here. Buchanan looks like he's looking for, ouch. Looks like Myers, he's hanging in there. They're going to call piling on
his feet.
On Courthouse. They're going to call piling on Courthouse there. So
And that was the first down,
he had the first down. Add on 15-yard personal foul and automatic first down. So
they're probably in a situation now, if they give up any yards at all, they're upset with themselves.
Yeah, London's going to get the ball at their own 40-yard line here thanks to the pass completion and the 15-yard penalty.
And we end that third quarter, and the score is 38 Blue Lions, 0 London. And there goes Bill Gates leaving.
Yeah.
Is Bill Gates his brother?
Well, he wants us to say something nice about him, but then I said, well, you don't ever mention us in your article in the newspaper. And he said, well, I'm covering the football team. I said, well, that's understandable. But if I butter him up tonight, see, he might come down Sunday and do a feature story on the youth football program. So we got Coach Porter coming in and talk to the crowd. We're expecting probably close to 500 people there Sunday for our opening ceremony.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you haven't even started playing yet?
No, Sunday's our first set of games.
Oh,
so.
okay.
Yeah, you got 140 kids and 75 cheerleaders and
Coach Porter from where?
From Madison Plains.
Madison Plains.
He's going to be our speaker. So
okay.
He just gives a little talk to the kids and hopefully he'll do a good job.
You're expecting 500.
Oh yeah. I think big, Gary.
That's good. Well, I'm serious. That's good.
Well, we kind of send a note home to the parents that we expect good attendance. And
well, when I had youth basketball, one of the rules was a parent had to be there or your kid was not guaranteed to play.
Yeah. It is sometimes, like I said, I know things come
they're
up.
They're not babysitters. The parents need to make time. And the way things in the world is now, all that bombing a week or so ago and this kind of stuff, it's time for parents and everybody, families to get together and get the priorities straight. Be family, be close to family. Make time for your kids. Make time for this ball team.
It's like pitch to Jordan Brock. DeFilippo out there leading. Jordan delivers a blow, doesn't he? He's going to pick up about 6 yards for the Red Raiders.
It looked like somebody was blocking in the back. I don't see any flag.
It's like Jordan's kind of hobbling. He's going to have to come out of the ball game.
Going to make a second down.
It's like Jordan's going to check out. Looks like Calhoun's going to send him back in. The man's obviously hobbling. He can't even run, and he's going to send him back in. They're going to send Annenberg in there.
Jordan, he's not going to come out if he's not hurt, so I would say he's probably
well, it looked like
busted up a little bit.
Coach Calhoun was looking for the free time out there to talk to his offense, I think. And if your player goes down on the field, that pretty much gives you that free time out.
Yeah. And it's something that a player has to know.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he knew it or whether he thought about it or not, but you can't just hobble off the field.
Well, I guess I was sounding pretty critical of Coach Calhoun because he kept sending Jordan back in there. I think he was telling him, go in there and then fall down.
Yeah. And that's quick thinking on the coach's part.
That gives a blow for the offense. So.
I don't know what Carl's on, but I'm sure he's got the cheerleaders tonight.
Well,
they're down there in full
section down there. Pretty solid tonight.
He can't reach around that corner, but there's a pretty decent crowd down there. I don't think he can reach around that corner with the camera.
Carl can do some pretty amazing things. Oh, we promised we was going to report on Ironton. I'll get to that report here in just a second.
Brock getting a breather. I think we got Endenberg, I think, might have went in his spot.
It's like 2nd and 5. London's got 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Buchanan rolls this way. He's looking for Monte. He gets hit early.
He's
not going to call any interference.
Yeah,
there comes the flag. Flag came from the back judge.
And Monte did a good job of catching that ball and holding on to it.
Boy, you hate to pick on the officials.
That was so close.
The official on top of it didn't call it, and the back judge says, I ain't letting them get away with that one. He says, I'm throwing that one.
Well, that was awful close, Keith.
I think he hit Monte way before, but Monte did catch the ball. He kept his body between him and the defender, which is what a receiver.
It's weird how he could hang on to the ball like that. He was hit pretty hard.
But back to the Ironton report. They're 4-0. They're first in the state, first in their division in points, and almost as good as it was when Carl was there.
Where's Ironton at anyway?
Somewhere down by the Ohio River.
Oh, okay.
Some mysterious town where the mayor gives away keys to the city to people from London.
People that turn 50.
DeFilippo goes in motion for the Raiders in front of Buchanan. Like Buchanan's going to pitch to Annenberg this time. That play worked when Brock carried it.
Annenberg is turned sideways after he picks up about 3 or 4 yards.
It's going to bring about 2nd and 6 for the Red Raiders.
I don't know. It's just Annenberg. He come in.
A big walnut game.
Yeah, and done a real good job. It seemed like I haven't seen him that much. And it seemed like, you don't lose any steps. You don't lose anything with him in there. And he definitely wants to play.
Well, Jordan Brock's found his way back over next to Coach Calhoun, so he wants to get back in there. He don't want to.
Buchanan lays one up.
Looking for Gillespie.
On a late hit.
I don't think he really did anything mean by that late hit, but it was kind of late. But
it was late, and he shoved him down.
I think Gillespie is more frustrated by not catching the ball, and can't put a blame on a late hit for that. He just got to put it in his hands.
It's not his night. That's the second one that's going through his hands like
3rd and 6 for the Red Raiders.
They're on the 35-yard line, and like I say, we're trailing 38-0.
Gillespie and DeFilippo to the bottom of your screen. Like Monte and that's intercepted by the Blue Lions. That's number 46 on a deflected pass. We don't have a 46 in the program, so I have no idea who that was, but he made a nice interception.
He caught a lame duck. It was hit when the quarterback tried to release it, and the ball was knocked out of his hand and went up like...
It looked like it went off a hand or off a helmet or something there.
It went off a hand.
So another turnover for the Red Raiders. Courthouse is going to take over on their own 37-yard line with 9:52 left to go in the ball game.
And they are leading 38-0.
They're leaving all their starters in there. Well, there's a few fresh jerseys in the backfield this time, but Ackley's still in there. Keller's still in at the bottom of your screen, a receiver.
Oh, they'll pour it on if they can.
Oh, there's going to be a face mask called there.
I don't think
maybe not. That's 33 Troy Bick on the run there for the Blue Lions. So. Looks like Derek Wallace is going to check out for the Red Raiders. See, we got a fresh jersey number we can pick up in there. Maybe Josh Duffy's checked in.
We're down to 9 minutes.
Myers is checking out. Cody Arabia is checking in defensive safety for the Red Raiders. That's some new playing time for him.
Cody Arabia.
They bring number 40 in motion. Ackley hands off. Oh my goodness. It's a big pile running through there. I think that's big number 41, Matt Smith, looks like, sophomore. Is that 41? Yep.
Yep. He was met by about a gaggle.
We're going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Blue Lions, and I'd look for another rushing play, Gary.
3rd and 2 on the 45-yard line.
Looks like London's putting a lot of fresh jerseys in there. Looks like Billy Gossard checking out, and Like 88 David Stewart checking in. Courthouse got a new quarterback in there now. Looks like Woods is... Well, I don't know what they're going to call that flag on. Looks like Joe Smith made a nice play in the London defensive backfield.
The fella had the ball that he tackled.
Yeah, he got Troy Brown right there, the sophomore.
They're calling a clip against the blue lines.
He must have pushed Joe down, but looked like Joe kind of had the quarterback anyway. So, but if
it might not have been in Joe's area.
Yeah, he threw it.
Because wasn't nobody there with Joe and the player.
Yeah, it looked like Joe was coming free, so I don't know what happened, but nevertheless, Joe Smith did make a nice play there for the Red Raiders.
He got in and made the tackle, so he just made up for what you just talked about in the big time a while ago.
Well,
poor Joe.
I wasn't picking on him. I just.
What was you doing? I don't get much chance to do you like I did Carl's brother, so. I have to have a little fun up here some kind of way. We're down 38-0, and
Brown hand off to Smith. Looks like nice tackle there. Looks like Vincent Hodge, 25 in there. Looks like 62 John Lewis in there. So we got a lot of fresh faces in there for the Raiders.
We're down under right at 7.5 minutes to go in the contest, and their second punt
of the evening. Mark Cottle. Remember, he got off pretty fair punt last time. It was high. Didn't get much yardage out of it. Snap's good. Cottle gets it off. It's like a pretty good punt. Oh, fumble by London, picked up.
Who was that? He picked the ball between his legs like he's doing a basketball
drill.
drill.
Very big. That's number 16, Darren Sanders, back here for the Red Raiders. I think, or was that Andenberg maybe?
16. Sanders, Darren Sanders.
That's the one
junior.
back there?
Yeah. The ball looked like it went between his legs, and he pulled it between his legs like a basketball play. It was amazing that he was able to hang on to the ball when he was hit. So London takes over 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line. We've had ample chances to score, and we weren't able to pull it off yet. Had one in the end zone, was called back from a penalty, and penalties have killed us this year.
We ended up having a nice night. I don't know, we got a little quarter moon out there just above the I think it would be the west end zone there, so I don't know if Carl will pick that up. Looks like Buchanan's still in a quarterback. Looks like tailback 21 Jerry Walters is in there, looks like, for the Red Raiders.
Jerry,
got a lot of
sophomore,
got a lot of new faces in there for the Red Raiders. That's Walters on the handoff. We can hear his parents.
Yeah.
So it looks like Jerry gets his first carry of his varsity career, so.
I think we got a lot of clean jerseys on the blue team too.
Well, that's good.
It's probably the team that you'll see Saturday morning.
Well, Buchanan's still out there. I think he needs the reps at quarterback. I mean, every down he gets to play is the more experience he needs. That's Walters again. You got to grab that ball and run. It's full speed at varsity. Not that he's not a good runner, but it's not reserve ball. It's not freshman ball. I mean, you got to grab that ball and go. And Jerry can do it. I mean, I've seen him play as an 8th grader. He practically dominated for the Red Raider 8th grade team. So, you know, he's going to grow up. He's going to get bigger.
Yeah.
And by the time he's a senior, he should be one of their starting tailbacks, I would think. It's like Joe Smith's in on the bottom of your screen at the tight end position. Buchanan's looking to the top side of his screen. That's intercepted.
Thrown right in his
number 40,
hand.
Monteo. Get him.
Oh.
Get him, Monte. Get him. Wrestle him down.
You're not going to get away from Monte. Monte's pretty fast.
Monte's a wrestler, too, so isn't he? He took Isaac Sword down there after he made the interception. So That's a clean jersey senior there for the Blue Line. So that was probably a career event for that young fella there. So
We're down
Isaac Sword.
just under 6 minutes, and we have a score of 38-0. 6 minutes to go in the game. Carl, how are we doing on time? I hope we're doing okay.
Well, he can't answer us back, but
I know.
well, Gary, here's our big opportunity we've been waiting on. The London coaches have left the box up here, and they've left their headsets. Do you think maybe we get on them things and maybe call a couple plays from up here?
I don't think they would. I don't think they'd listen to us.
Maybe we can give them our input. I know they wouldn't listen to us. Well, it looks like got a lot of clean jerseys out there now.
I think that's why they left, because you've been coaching all night ever since you've been up here. And cutting on the players, we got to cut that out. We have some parents down our back. By the way, all the comments and stuff here are in no way the view of the London High School, or the coaches, or the team.
Or Carl.
Right.
That's big number 33 coming through. That's Troy Bick. So he's got quite a few carries tonight for the Blue Lines.
It's time for him to go take a break sidelines. They're up 38-0 and 5 minutes to go in the game, and he's still playing. Maybe he's getting reps for his stats.
He's one of the backups, though. Really,
One of the backups, he was out tonight. His name was Smith. Big kid.
well, there was a 41, Matt Smith. It's number 2, Matt Cook, the sophomore for Courthouse, running their offense. That's 41, Matt Smith there. Joe, get him. Joe's grabbed him. It's like a whole gaggle on top of him, too.
Give Joe some playing time. Get him a chance to get in there and get rowdy. 75.
75 for London.
No, for them.
Brennan Smith.
Brennan Smith.
A smooth-looking 6 foot, 290-pounder.
He was ineligible tonight.
Oh, was he?
He's on the sideline on the corner, clear down at the end of the
Oh.
big kid. He's related to Jaron McNeil
Oh, okay.
on his father's side.
I think we got his picture here in the program. Brennan Smith,
Yeah, he's
right
a senior.
there. Big. Well, that's another Smith right there. He's running hard. That's Matt Smith. So, go bring up. Looks like maybe a first down. We're gonna have a measurement.
Yeah, because these subs would like nothing better than to get a score.
Looks like he's just gonna call it about 4th and 1.
4th and 1 on the 34-yard line. We're down to under 3.5 minutes. 38-0.
Well, London's
Washington Courthouse.
packing a lot of players into the box here, just kind of expecting a run, but
It's a run.
that's a first down. Big carry there by number 33, Troy Bick. So even the backups for Courthouse got some pretty good speed.
Well, like I said, this is a veteran team, and almost everybody London's going to go against this year. This is probably one of the toughest schedules
Oh, yeah.
I've seen come across London, and especially for an underclass team with no seasoned veterans.
Looks like number 40 right there. Isaac Sword. He made the interception a little bit ago, so he's going to get some stats in the book here.
And he loses about 2 or 3 yards.
You talk about Courthouse, though. I mean, they beat Wilmington 34-6. Put a big one on Circleville, 46-25. That's Circleville's D2, so Division II. So, and they went down and beat normally a strong Kings Mill team, who apparently is down a little bit this year. They beat Kings Mill 33-13. So, and then last week they just squeaked by Fairbanks 32-29. But Fairbanks has never been much of a slouch either. So that's 33 running big. Oh,
Yeah.
Nice tackle there. Looked like by Vincent Hodge, 25 on the bottom there for the Red Raiders.
These are some of the kids you see on Saturday morning, in case some of you people don't come out on Saturday morning. It's in there now.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Blue Lines. 1:50 to go in the ball game. This Cook looks like he's doing pretty well running the offense for Courthouse. Pretty much just handing off. There's Matt Smith. Boy, he's a big load coming around there, isn't he?
So who wrapped him up?
First down, Darren Sanders there for the Red Raiders. Vincent Hodge over there.
Darren Sanders in on that tackle.
So Jerry Walters in there for the Red Raider defense.
And they're going to help to stop the clock for the
moving of the chains.
So we're down to 118 in this contest.
Well, take big
Let's
number.
stop them here. Don't give them any more points.
41 Smith and line him up at the tight end this time. Gives 40 a chance to carry it. That's Sword. So
they still got a minute to score.
They're spreading
and
the
they're
ball.
down on about the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6. So they can get a first down. They still got 50 seconds to go. Buckle down, London. Don't give them no more points.
Like another fresh jersey checking in there. Number 20 Keith Crutcher coming in for Courthouse at the fullback. He's got the ball there. He's taking a load in
and he got unloaded.
London's trying to push a load back.
20 seconds and counting. Maybe we can get out of here under 40 points. Are they going to get a playoff? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Checking the
2,
new quarterback.
1. Bang, he got it off. They didn't let him have it.
Gonna call penalty, I think. Probably
Game
gonna call.
That's the game. So there we have the final of the game. And like I say, we're at a disadvantage here, but I'm hoping Carl's picking me up. I'm sure he is. I'll let him do his thing. And Carl, when you finish up out there, just finish up on the scoreboard, and you turn it off yourself. See, Carl's still working, so probably picking up the sportsmanlike conduct and kids shaking hands. This is high school sport, and we like to keep it that way. Although there is no love lost between London and Washington Courthouse when it comes to sports.